Hi everyone, from this video we are going to start the third unit of entrepreneurship, namely project formation and appraisal, in which we are going to learn about the preparation of the project report, contents of the project report, guidelines for preparing a project report, and project appraisal techniques like economic analysis, financial analysis, market analysis, and technical feasibility. In this video, we are going to learn about the meaning and contents of project report, objectives of project report, steps required for preparation of a project report, guidelines for project preparation, and elements in project formulation. Speaking to the meaning of project report is a written document relating to any investment. It contains data on the basis of which the project has been appraised and found feasible. It consists of information on economic, technical, financial, managerial, and production aspects. It enables the entrepreneur to know the inputs which help him to obtain loans from banks and other financial institutions. While coming to the contents of the project report contains detailed information about lands and buildings required, manufacturing capacity per annum, manufacturing process, machinery and equipment along with their prices and specifications, requirements of raw material, requirements of power and water and manpower needs, marketing cost of the project, financial analysis and economical viability of the project. Here there are the various contents of the project report are explained as below. The first one is general information. Every project report contains the general information related to a project, which means a project report must provide information about the details of the industry to which the project belongs to. It must give information about the past experience, present status, problems and future prospects of the industry. It must give information about the product to be manufactured and the reasons for selecting the product if the proposed business is a manufacturing unit. It must spell out the demand for the product in local, national and the international or global markets. It should clearly identify the alternatives of business and should clarify the reasons for starting the business. It includes all the general information in the project report. It comes under the general information of a project report. And the next one is executive summary. A project report must state the objectives of the business and the methods through which the business can attain success. The overall picture of the business with regard to capital, operations and methods of functioning and execution of business must be stated in the project report. It must maintain the assumptions and the risks generally involved in the business. And the next contents of a project report is organization summary. The project report should indicate the organization structure and pattern proposed for the unit. It must state whether the ownership is based on sole proprietorship, partnership or joint stock company. It must provide information about the biodata of the promoters, including their financial soundness, the name, address, age, qualification and experience of the proprietors or promoters of the proposed business must be stated in the project report. And the next one is project description. A brief description of the project must be stated and must give the details related to the location of the site, raw materials requirements, target of production, area required for the work shed, power requirements, fuel requirements, water requirements, employment requirements of skilled and unskilled labor, technology related for the project, production process, projected production volumes in units and prices. If the business is service oriented, then it must state the type of services rendered to customers. It should state the method of providing service to customers in detail. And the next contents of your project report is marketing plan. The project report must clearly state the total expected demand for the product. It must state the price at which the product can be sold in the market. It must also mention the strategies to be employed to capture the market. If any after sales service is provided, that must also be stated in the project. It must describe the mode of distribution of the product from the production unit to the market. Marketing plan in project report must state the type of customers, target markets, nature of market, market segmentation, future prospects of market, sales objectives, marketing cost of the project, market share of proposed venture, demand for the product in local, national and global markets. It must also indicate potential users of products and distribution channels to be used for distributing the product. And the next contents of the project report is capital structure and operating cost. Here the project report must describe the total capital requirements of the project. It must state the source of finance. It must also indicate the extent of owners' funds and borrowed funds. Working capital requirements must be stated and the source of supply should also be indicated in the project report. Estimate of total project cost must be broken down into land, construction of buildings and civil works, plant and machinery, miscellaneous fixed assets, preliminary expenses and working capital. Proposed financial structure of venture must indicate the expected sources and terms of equity and debt financing. This section must also spell out the operating costs. Next includes of the management plan. The project report should state the management plan in regards of the business experience of the promoters of the business, details about the management team, duties and responsibilities of these team members, current personal needs of the organization, methods of managing the business, planning for hiring and training personnel, and various programs and policies of the management. And coming to the next contents of the project report is financial aspects. In order to judge the profitability of the business, a projected profit and loss account and balance sheet must be presented in the project report. It must show the estimated sales revenue, cost of production, gross profit and net profit likely to be earned by the proposed unit. In addition to the above, a projected balance sheet, cash flow statement and funds flow statement must be prepared every year and at least for a period of 3 to 5 years. The income statement and cash flow projections should include a 3-year summary, detailed by month for the first year and detailed by quarter for the second and third years. Break-even point and rate of return on investment must be stated in the project report. The accounting system and the inventory control system will be used in generally addressed in this section of the project report. The project report must state whether the business is financially and economically viable. And the next contents of the project report is technical aspects. Project report provides information about the technology and technical aspects of a project. It covers information on technology selected for the project, production process, capacity of the machinery, pollution control in the plants, etc. And the next one is project implementation. Every proposed business unit must draw a timetable for the project. It must indicate the time within the activities involved in establishing the enterprise can be completed. Implementation schemes show the timetable for project preparation and completion. And the last contents of the project report is social responsibility. The proposed unit draws inputs from the society, hence its contribution to the society in the form of employment, income, export and infrastructure. The output of the business must be indicated in the project report. These are the various contents of the project report. And coming to the objectives of the project report, its main objective is to identify the requirement of the sources. That means technical, financial, commercial, managerial and operational. And it also aims to find out the critical components of the project idea. It also aims to obtain the opinions of experts from various fields. And the last objective is to facilitate financial appraisal of the project by financial institutions like banks, insurance companies, etc. And the next topic is various steps required for preparing a project report. It includes of the common features of a contents of the project report like general information, preliminary analysis of alternatives, project description, marketing plan, capital requirement and costs, operating requirement and costs, financial analysis, economical analysis and miscellaneous analysis. In general information, we have learned that a project report must provide the information about the details of the industry to which the project belongs to. It must give information about the past experience, present status, problems and future prospects of the industry. It must give information about the product to be manufactured and the reasons for selecting the product if the proposed business is a manufacturing unit. And next, coming to the preliminary analysis of the alternatives. If the proposed project is a manufacturing unit and while preparing the project report, if it is not feasible, if it is found that the manufacturing unit is not feasible, then we can go into the other industries like construction industries or the service industry or infrastructure industries that come under the preliminary analysis of the alternatives. And next one is project description. Here it includes of the state of the objects of the business and methods through which the business can attain success. The overall picture of the business with regard to capital, operations and method of functioning and execution of the business must be stated in this step of a project report. In this project description, it includes of the various project related aspects like the location of the site of a project, raw materials requirements, target of production, area required for the workshed, power requirements, fuel requirements, water requirements, employment requirements of skilled and unskilled labor, technology selected for the project, production process, projected production volumes and units and their prices, and the various pollution treatments implemented in the plant also to be mentioned in this project description. And the next one is marketing plan. Here the marketing plan must clearly state the total expected demand for the product. It must state the price at which the product can be sold in the market. That means it must also mention the strategies to be employed to capture the market, which includes of the types of the customers, target markets, nature of the market, market segmentation, future prospects of the market, sales objectives, marketing cost of the project, market share of proposed venture, and etc. And coming to the capital requirements and costs. Here the capital requirement states the source of finance. It indicates the extent of the owner funds and borrowed funds. That means the capital received from the promoters or the owners and the borrowed funds which have been procured from the banks and other financial institutions come under the capital requirements and cost. Capital requirements and costs. And coming to the operating requirements and costs, it includes of the working capital requirements like wages, raw material procurement expenses, etc. And coming to the financial analysis. Here, in order to judge the profitability of the business, a projected profit and loss account and balance sheet must be analyzed. It must show the estimated sales revenue, cost of production, gross profit, and net profit likely to be earned by a proposed unit. And the next one is economical analysis. Economical analysis involves of the various economical aspects like consumer's taste, competition, the government policies, etc. And the last one is miscellaneous analysis. It comes under the social responsibilities and other CSR, that means corporate social responsibility programs, which were useful for the society. And the next topic is guidelines for project preparation. Company seeking financial assistance for implementation of its business idea is required to prepare a project report covering certain important aspects of project report, which can be explained in detail as below. The guidelines for project preparation should include of the promoter's background or experience and product with capacity to be built up and processes involved in manufacturing a product and the project location. That means where the project is to be located. Next one is cost of the project and means of financing. It includes of the what is the cost of the production and where the finances or the capital is being procured for starting a project. That means from the owner side or the from the borrowers like financial institutions. And the availability of the utilities, technical arrangements, market prospects and selling arrangements, enrollment aspects, profitability projection and cash flows for the entire repayment period of the financial assistance. And the next one is elements in project formulation. Here there are various elements included in the project formulation are feasibility analysis. Feasibility analysis includes of is it viable or not. That means the project will be succeeded or a failure. And coming to the next one is techno-economical analysis. It involves of both technological and economical analysis related to the technology and the economic factors like consumers' income, government policies, etc. And the project design and network analysis. Here the project design should be in the form of various types, in which form the project should be designed, and the network analysis and the various networks should be involved in the preparation of the project or implementation of the project. And input analysis, it includes of the input analysis includes of the all the inputs related to the land, labor, capital, etc. And next one is financial analysis. Financial analysis includes of the various financial aspects related to the project in the form of financial assistance or profitability or loss or operating costs, etc. And next, coming to the social cost benefit analysis. The analysis related to the cost spent for the social benefits, that is corporate social responsibility, come under these element of the project formulation. The next last one of the elements in project formulation is project appraisal. It includes of the various appraisal techniques, which includes of the financial analysis, economical analysis, technical analysis, etc. Thank you.